It's time for weekly challenge number 16, and this time we're gonna have a little bit of a twist on it. We're actually gonna follow our passion projects, things we've been longing for so long but never got around to do. Those things that, keeps nagging in the back of your head. You know you should do it, but you just never start it. You don't get the thumb out of your... So that's why I'm gonna outline basic framework for how to start your passion project. And that's what's coming up. You may wonder, what the heck has this got to do with personal development? Well, in my world, it is all about personal development. Following your heart, doing what you know is right for you, but going around and just pushing that feeling down, doing the things that you know you ought to do, should do, need to, want to, because everyday life just takes over and you don't take time to do it. And that's why we are gonna focus in on one of those things today, this week, and actually prioritize it. Take the time to start this. I know you have one of those projects, we all do. Following your true self, doing what you need to do to fulfill those urges of yours. We're living in a world where everyday life takes over. We're going to work, we do social media, we have obligations and just overwhelmed with things all the time. But the things that we really want to do, those things that actually would mean the world to us, that would actually open up a new dimension to us, those things that really give us value. We don't do those, or we don't prioritize them enough because everyday life just takes over. We need to plan out a strategy for how to play that game. It's like creating a positive, long-lasting habit. If we don't have a game plan, we will just act on emotions, and then we will fall back to old patterns, and then we'll just sit there on the sofa watching series, eating food, not doing what we really ought to do, what will really take us to the next level towards the direction we want to go. I mean, it's just a matter of deciding what you want to spend your time on. If you want to waste your life away watching good series maybe, but they don't take you closer to your life ambitions. If I don't get you sold with that, then what the heck, go on, live your life the way you are. But I feel you. If you're watching me right now, you have these needs and you want to do this. So enough with let's get down to business. It's a quite simple structure I'm introducing to you here. It's actually based on 4 keywords. It's the what, the why, the how, and the when. Really having the structure. And that is just the overall structure for how we are going to approach this. First off, we are gonna define the what, the outcome. What is it we are actually striving for here? We're gonna divide it into 2 parts. Since we are doing this as a 5-day challenge, we are gonna have a short-term goal, that is what the outcome will be in 5 days, and we're gonna have a long-term goal, that is what's the end goal here, and dream big here. Go all in. Play with your mind of how well this could turn out. And the short-term goal, well, be realistic in the sense of how much hours you can actually spend on this during this week. If you're working, well, maybe then an hour a day is what you actually are able to cut loose. 5 hours, that's not that much time, but maybe it's enough to get started to actually outline a strategy for how you're going to approach this. Or if it's just a smaller, minor project, it could be to actually get a real outcome. The why. Unless you have proper motivation, maybe you've been walking around for years and you just know why you want to do this, fine, by all means, just go ahead, get started. But if you have the slightest doubt, which you probably do if you haven't started already, for why you should do this, then you should write 3 lists with 10 reasons in each list that clearly specifies why you should do this. The first list is 10 reasons for why you must do this right now. The second list is 10 reasons for why you can do this right now. And the third list is why you should. What's the new positive association? What's all the good stuff that it will bring you if you actually do this? Don't hinder yourself here. Go all in. Just play with this thought. What is actually the best outcome if this would just be as good as it could be? What could happen? I mean, those thrilling fantasies that may just seem as a unrealistic dream, it's not that unrealistic. It just might happen if you put all the energy and effort into it. I'm just saying, don't be boring on this one. Just create a freaking awesome association and just have faith. It may give you new insights on why you actually should do this. It may give you a clear picture to just visualize every day. It would just make things more real. And you need that. You are gonna struggle, and you need that proper motivation for those rough times. I promise you that will happen. And having that proper leverage, that motivation, that's what will take you through the hard times. That is where this becomes specific, depending on your project, what area you're in, what kind of project it is that you're actually want to do. I mean, are you into creating a homepage, a YouTube channel? Are you gonna customize a bike? Are you gonna do a personal development plan for how to develop your social skills? Here is where you need to go do your research. You need to find those persons in these areas that are actually really into this, how their strategy looks like, because usually they are sharing their strategy. There are thought leaders in each area creating a strategy plan. If you have limited time, this could actually be what your 5-day week is going to be about, to research and to actually come up with a strategy for how to approach this project, because this stage should not be underestimated. If you don't have a proper game plan, well, then it's not gonna go well. It might go well, but your chances of succeeding is way less. A few things I would like to mention on a general level for how to approach the strategy plan is that you should always have deadlines. You should put up smart goals, have a place where you're actually doing your project. You need to write things, you need to gather things, you need to collect links, and there's a lot of things that you need to have full control over. You need a tool for this. You could use a regular notebook, but that's not my way of doing it. I would never get that. So much technology, I need links, I need videos I use online all of the time. But depending on your project, I mean, it could work well for you. And I also want you to journal. I want you to keep track on logging all of the things you're doing. If you're only working 1 hour a day, I want you to put up what you're actually gonna do. And I want you to keep track, I want you to log when you're done what you actually did. It makes you responsible to yourself. You know you're gonna have to write down what you actually did. It makes you want to work a little bit extra for that. That's my experience of this. I've been doing this for a long time. Yeah, those are the basic things I recommend everybody to do. And so the when part, for you to actually schedule down time for this week. Allocate X amount of hours or minutes or whatever. Put it in writing. Put it in your schedule. You're gonna do 1 hour between 6 and 7 each evening after work, and just have that as a holy thing. You are gonna do this that week, and write down what you're gonna do. If it's research, if it's starting to film, if it's looking at gear you need to buy, or whatever. Just allocate the time you're going to put into this project, write down what you're going to do, and then put that in your calendar so you know what the week is going to be about. And that is the key. Make it a whole thing you won't skip. So that's it. That's all you're gonna need to get started. And that is the big thing here. You need to just get started. That is the hardest part. And that's why it's also important not to make this too complicated. Just get the ball rolling. Get started. We got the what's the actual outcome we want? Why do we actually want or need this? How are we actually going to do this? And when are we actually going to do this? Those are just the 4 basic things. Don't overcomplicate things. Just get started and follow through for 5 days. And then when we're at that point, then we can reevaluate things. Is it worth continuing down this path? Maybe it wasn't what you expected, or maybe you are so fired up and ignited about this that you're just, next week I'm going to do twice the amount of time. I'm going to put up a more detailed description of this whole thing, and you'll see a link or a brief explanation of this in the comments below. Not in the comments, I mean, this is fun, trust me. If it is something you really are passionate about, something you've been longing to do, you are gonna find this to be really fun, trust me. Dare to do this. I wish you good luck. I hope you wish me good luck as well. I'm excited, and you'll see in the vlog what my project is. Good luck, have fun, see you soon.